Guys, I realized that I did not touch on the female A players. I talked about the male, female. The male handball players. I talked about the male players, and you know, who was it? It was Kyle. It was Abir. It was Lou Dog from Florida. It was Shampoo. It was Stanley. Forgive me if I'm missing somebody. It was Josh, and I think that is all. And then for the women, we had Erica, we had Michelle, we had Lily Yee, and we had forgive me, Iris. We had Iris. Now, you know, I said what I said about the male players. Oh yeah, Shampoo as well for the male players. I said what I said about the male players. I feel like a lot of them deserved it. I didn't think this was the worst list. This list is known to be characteristically kind of out of touch, And I'm not trying to be offensive. I'm not trying to say I know everything. I'm just saying this list has a reputation for being not the most accurate. Okay. He said fresh windows install. Hey, it's gonna need more than that. It's gonna need something. That might be one of the things it needs. That might be one of the things it needs. Oh, that was loud. What is that? But yeah, I didn't think the male list was too out of touch. I think, did I say a beer? A beer. If I didn't say a beer, then a beer. I did think a couple people should have gotten it for the male B players who didn't get it. And I think there's some B player I think there's some male B players who have done better than some of the people on that list. I think Brian's up there. I mentioned that before. What's going on, Fabian? Who else? I think I mentioned somebody else, but yeah, this is again not the worst list. Now, talking about the female players. Apparently somebody's name was messed up, and that's kind of always, that's kind of something you can expect from Dwight, is to get names messed up. It's happened several times at his tournaments, his King of the Courts tournaments, where he'll say the wrong name when he's giving out the trophies, and it's just as awkward as it sounds. I know you guys are picturing it. It's just as awkward as it sounds, especially when especially when the wrong person is like closer to the front of the crowd, and the actual person's like in the back. So like, when he calls out the wrong person, they're just out there right away, and then he got to, oh no, my bad, not you. Like on some Steve Harvey with the with the girl from who was it? It was Miss Venezuela or something, beauty pageant. But yeah, the girls list had some heavy hitters in it, and it had some not so heavy hitters. It has some heavy hitters, and it has some not so heavy hitters. I wanna talk about it, but I really don't wanna like go into detail. I don't wanna offend anybody, especially any of the ladies, the handball queens. Shout out to all my handball queens, man. Keep doing your thing. It's great to see females staying active and staying healthy and practicing coordination and things like that. Pushing their bodies to to the limits and sweating and getting in shape like that's awesome. Like I really stand for that, and I really believe that handball provides that for a lot of females, and that's something that's helping our ladies, keep up and keep up with whether they have kids or whether they just the daily hustle and bustle, 9 to 5 jobs. Like handball and like a form of recreation that involves like physical activity is very important in, you know, easing the mind and keeping your body in tune and you know, well equipped for life. Really, you know, we're doing so much sitting in today's day and age. We're doing so much sitting, and it's, you know, it's destroying our bodies. It's messing up our hips and our legs, our joints. So you know, handball is just one of those things that it's more than just a game. It's more than just a sport. You know, it's actually something that is a lifestyle and that contributes to overall health. You know, it boosts brain function. You know what I mean? You know, using both hands, it gives community. You know what I mean? On the social side of things, um, you know, a lot of positives for handball. You know, physical fitness and weight loss. You know, a lot of benefits to handball. So I got nothing to say about the female A players, man. Shout out to all the handball queens. I think all of them are A players. You know what I'm saying? Keep it up, keep going, and yeah, that's what I got to say about that.